Got me a new body, now I need some new dick. No little wood trying to stick me like a toothpick. Got me a new body, now I need some new dick.
Hey YouTube, let's get y'all. So today I'm bringing out a video on a topic that I feel like, if you know me, I am very educated on. So today's video is going to be on what to do, what to know, and the do's and don'ts before going to Miami, Black People Edition. Now I remember when I was first deciding to go to Miami when I was 18. When I first decided to go, like, I definitely wanted more knowledge on like certain topics, and you know, I just didn't really see any videos that really like was getting to what I wanted to get into. So I'm here to get into it. Hence, Esther get into it. So let's get into this video. For starters, when y'all decide to go to Miami, I feel like the first thing you decide, now I'm not saying you have to be a certain age, but if you are not going to be 21, you absolutely need a fake ID. And if you don't have a fake ID, hit up a cousin, hit up a friend, someone who has like maybe an expired ID that is 21, so you can guarantee yourself to get into everything you want to get into. I feel like that's like one of the first like big things you have to get out of the way, is the whole ID portion. Now after you have the ID portion out the way, directly after that, the first thing you need to get into is figuring out your group. And when I say figuring out your group, you need to pick girls wisely. It don't matter if it's guys or girls, actually. You need to pick them wisely, because they literally will make or break your trip. If you bring people who want to be in the house all day, don't really want to go out, want to go home early, I'm telling you, Miami, your trip is going to be a waste of time and an extreme waste of money. I highly recommend when going to Miami, the people that you go with, I don't think you should go with the best friend. The little rumor that people say about like going to Miami with your best friend, like y'all will come back and not be best friends anymore. Guys, I'm the victim, and that stuff is real. Like, that stuff is true, that stuff is real. You will come back and the friendship is done. Y'all not gonna talk, y'all not going, none of that. So avoid that, please. So then most people be like, okay, well, who do I go with? Find girls that you're cool with, find girls that you are cordial with, find girls that y'all are like maybe mutual friends, like, because I feel like you have to be strategic with this. Every time I've gone to Miami, I've only gone once with people I'm like really tight with, and that was actually when I had like the most like dramatic ending. So I just really recommend going with girls who you are just cool with. Why, some may ask. The reason why I say this is because when you go with girls that you are like just like mutual with, you're just cool with, sorry, I keep playing with the lighting because I don't know which lighting I really like. Y'all about to be tired of me. When you don't really know someone and y'all are just like mutual friends, there's some stuff that you just won't do. Like, you'll conduct yourself in like a respectful way versus someone that's like your best friend. Like, even though this sounds messed up, but you might overlook how they're feeling or treat them a certain way just because y'all are cool, but it's like y'all shouldn't be acting like that, and y'all shouldn't be doing each other like that, versus people who you're not as tight with. You're basically gonna like hesitate before you misbehave, because I'm letting you know right now, Miami's home to the misbehaviors. Like, but that's just for like another topic, or I might get into it like at the end of the video. So yeah, so your friend group, yeah, just keep it real, like mutuals. Now after that, I highly recommend booking with 3 to 4 girls. heavy on the 3 though. 4 if you have to, but 3 is like an ideal number. And the only reason why I say that is because transportation and the cost of things. Trying to get 3 people to do stuff is easier, and it's easier to hold each person accountable versus 4. Trying to get 4 people, I know it's like it's just one person, but it's like it makes the difference. And also when it comes to what's it called, transportation, you got to think about Ubers in Miami are very expensive. Later on in this video I'm going to get a little deeper into that, but Lyfts and Ubers are extremely expensive. If you got 4 people, you are going to have to call Uber XL, which will be significantly more expensive. So just to save you that cost, the drama, like get you a group of 3. A group of 3, you can't go wrong with that. You cannot go wrong. Like, I've seen it, I've done it. It was like, for me, it was like the perfect amount. Like, I think that was actually the recent time I went too. Yeah, that was the recent time I went. So my group of 3 was perfect. Like, it's easy to like link up with people, to meet people. It's just the 3 of y'all. Like, it's the most ideal number. Now, with that being said, after you have you know, the amount of people figured out, who you got figured out, directly after, you need to start thinking of when you're going to go. If you are looking at this video less than 2 months before you go to Miami, well, yeah, honestly, less than 2 months before going to Miami, I'm sorry, but everything I'm going to say from here on out may not even work for you, because if you are going to Miami for spring break, for Labor Day, for Christmas, any type of big holiday, you have to be on it. And when I say spring break, there's 4 weeks of spring break. Spring break 1, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. You have to be on it, because there are so many schools, and I'm talking about people start going to Miami from high school all the way up to the people that's not even in high school. You will go to Miami for spring break, and people will be there for spring break, and they're not even in school. That's how serious this stuff is, like from locals to out-of-towners, like everything. So you need to be on it very fast, because odds are if you are here 3 weeks or a month before you're going, everyone has already been on it, because if you know, you know. Miami is not the place it's not something that's last minute. With that being said, I say that because now I'm going to proceed into the next segment, which is lodging and housing. If you are going to go to Miami, and I need y'all to listen to me, if you are going to Miami, do not stay on the strip. Do not do it. Do not stay on the strip. Do not stay on the strip. Do not stay on the strip. They are going to finesse you. They're going to finesse you. I need y'all to hear me. Those rooms on the strip are going to be like $275 to $300. They raise the prices when they know there's going to be an influx of people, because regardless, you're going to have no choice but to pay for it. The breakfast is even that good. The food is not that good. There is no parking. You have to pay for additional parking. It's just a hot mess. Like, and you shouldn't want to escape that like area. Like, I feel like you get a better bang for your buck by simply getting Airbnb. I know some of y'all will be like, really, you did all of that just to say Airbnb? And yes, you need to get Airbnb when you're going to Miami. I don't care what you say. I don't know who told you not to, but if you're going to Miami, you're not getting an Airbnb, you're doing it wrong. Like, let me tell you, I've gone to Miami 8 times. I've gone to Miami 8 times, and every time I've gone to Airbnb, and it's just way better. When you have an Airbnb, I mean, that'll bring me into my next part, but you'll get better bang for your buck. That's why I say you need to get on it early. Like, you can get you a nice penthouse, like a penthouse or a condo downtown for like $120 a night. $120 a night split between 3-4 people. That's like $40 a night. That's perfect. When you go to Miami, which is the next part, only go to Miami 3 to 4 days. Either 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 days. That's it. Do not go to Miami longer. I'm telling y'all, I've gone to Miami for 2 days. I've gone to Miami for 1 day. I've gone to Miami for 3 days, for 4 days, for 5 days. I had the best time when I went for 4 days and 3 nights. 2 days, 2 nights, I personally feel like it's not enough, because it's like you get there, you sleep there 1 night, you only have 1 more night. Like, you gotta like jam pack your schedule. When you have 3 nights, you're more relaxed, but you're not there for too long. I did my third to last time going to Miami. I just felt like we were there for too long, which also had an effect on like us, our attitudes, what ended up happening at the end. Like, we were just there for too long. You also got to think, it costs to breathe in Miami. So if you're about to be in Miami for a whole 5-6 days, yeah, you're running through $300 a night, like $300, $400, $500 a night, depending on what you're doing that night. So I highly don't recommend staying for that long, especially if you pocket pension. But when you're going with people, make sure the people that you're going with too, like, they're willing to spend money. They're there to have fun. The people you go with, like I said earlier, will make or break everything. Like, if you go with people who is on a budget, do not go to Miami with $500. Like, you need to be going to Miami at least, and I say at least, with $1,200. You don't got $1,200, you shouldn't go to Miami, period. You don't got $1,200, and I'm telling you this now, you'll not be able to eat. I've gone to some places, like my meal alone, just getting like appetizer and a meal and liquor, you're gonna spend at least $100, easy, with like no questions asked. So, and that's gonna be later on, because I'll tell y'all with how they finesse y'all. But yeah, your people have to be like on point, like when it comes to the funds. So 3 nights, $120 a day, that's smooth, and the place y'all get will be nice as shit. Like, and I'm telling y'all this because I'm trying to help y'all. So you say, and then on top of that, you're saving money versus spending $300 a night for a tiny room with like an unupdated bathroom and no parking. Like, no, it's not worth it. So after you got the people you got their funds right, you start looking for places at least 2 months in advance. You lock down, and I'm talking about get the place that you're staying at before you get the hotel. Get the place you're staying at before you get your flight. Flights fluctuate every day. The flights are gonna come. Like, Miami is one of like the largest international airports, so there are constant flights, like multiple times a day throughout every airport that are flying to and from Miami International. But I will say, now that we're onto flights, I need y'all to listen to me, and I need y'all to listen well. Do not fly into Miami. I said Miami International, I know, because they do have the most flights. But with that being said, don't fly there. Don't fly there. And I'm telling you this because I love you. Don't fly there. I'm telling y'all, I've had some of my worst experiences at this airport. I kid you not. Every time I go, it's something else. Do not fly there. Do not. I'm being so serious too. Like, do not fly. Flying to Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale, I can't really remember if the flights are cheaper, but even if they are, I don't even care. Like, don't fly there. And I'm gonna say it again, don't fly there. Fly in Fort Lauderdale. Fly into Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale, Miami are about like 20 to 15 minutes apart, depending if you get there and there's traffic or not. But don't fly in there. If you fly in there, you will regret it. If something go wrong, or your baggage, I've never had problems with my bags going missing, with a flight cancellation, with being on standby, not knowing if I'm gonna get a flight, until I flew to all this happened when I went to Miami International. Don't go there. Fort Lauderdale is way more organized. So yeah, unless you want to risk your trip getting messed up, don't fly to there. But yeah, I don't really think it really matters. I mean, unless you're trying to do a big one, it don't really matter if you fly first class, if you fly economy, if you fly Spirit. Get a good ticket, get a cheap ticket. I done got a flight to Miami for $88, $70 round trip. 120. I think I've never spent more than $127 to fly to Miami round trip. So that just goes to show you, like, if you hop on the stuff before you know, before a holiday, and you like secure your ticket, secure your spot, you'll be straight. You'll get in for a good deal. If you're paying roughly $200, $175, $180, you're late, or you're looking on a wrong day, I highly recommend booking on Sundays and Wednesdays. Those are when flights are the cheapest. Get you a good little ticket, boom, secure your spot. When you and your people are booking, book together, make sure everyone gets their tickets, make sure everyone sends their confirmation, and boom. So what have we talked about? I made a list, but I'm trying to go off the dome. So now y'all got y'all ticket, you got the place. The next most important part, wait, let me just say this. So this section is just about pre-planning. This, everything I'm talking about in this segment from here on, is strictly pre-planning. The next segment I'm going to talk about is going to be about what to do when you're actually there, and how to go about stuff when you're actually there. So like, I'm going to break this video into 2 segments, and I'll put that all in the description. So if you already got your planning done and you want to know what to do, I'm going to put in the description, I mean, in like, you know, little subtitles below, what number to skip to if you just want to know what to do when you're actually in Miami. Black People Edition, because I'm going to get y'all right every time. What are we about to talk about? We're about to talk about the rest of the planning that you got to do while you're in Miami. So you're in Miami, you already got your Airbnb. Well, you're not in Miami, but y'all know. So you guys nextly need to, oh my god, this is so important. Like, I'm not even joking, y'all. This is so important. The next thing, immediately after you book your what's it called, after you book your hotel, your flights, and all of that, the next thing y'all need to hop on is a rental. I'm telling y'all, do not go to Miami thinking y'all are about to get lifts and Airbnb, lifts and Ubers everywhere. That's the biggest mistake I see people make. You literally will spend at least $700 easy. Y'all will at least spend $700 on lifts and Ubers if y'all think y'all are going to get to and from, especially if you want like a jam, if y'all want to be doing stuff, like you actually want to have fun. Miami, South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, that whole region, first of all, traffic is ridiculous. They will charge you based off the traffic, based off how long it takes to get there. And the traffic will, I kid you not, Ubers and Lyfts in Miami is going to run you like per trip $70 to $80 back. First of all, that's if you're even lucky. If you're going to a place that's densely populated, like the Strip or like a mansion party, first of all, everyone's drunk, so everybody's trying to get like a Uber and a Lyft. So good luck trying to get a driver. Yeah, you won't get a driver. Like, if I'm being honest with you, you're not gonna get a driver. You're gonna get waitlisted for a driver, and that's if you even get one. Not to mention, like, if you think about it, $80 there, $80 back, that's $160, and y'all just went to one place. So imagine going to 3 places. So multiply 180 times 3. Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. Like, if that's what you're about to be spending, it only makes sense to get a rental. Now I know what y'all are thinking. If you're watching this video and you're under the age of 26, you're like, how am I gonna be able to get a rental? And the price is da 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 da, and don't go. Or like you're under 21 and you're like, they're not gonna rent me a car. Yeah, Enterprise won't rent you a car. The place at the airport won't rent you a car. You know who else? Turo! Hear me right now. Go download Turo. I actually want you to go download Turo and come back. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Go download Turo and come back. What's Turo? Turo is the Airbnb for renting cars. Now, if you are 18, you are 17, really, anything under the age of 21, Turo gonna fuck with you. I'm just being honest. Turo gonna fuck with you. My mom took girl fuck with you. It's basically, when I say it's an Airbnb for like renting cars, that's basically me saying when you go on there, when you download the app or you go on their website, I just recommend downloading the app because it's easier to find stuff instead of having to go back to your emails. When you download the app, basically they have all types of cars: foreign cars, luxury cars, Benz, Slingshots, Maseratis, G-Wagons, Chargers, Scat Packs. Like, all them cars are personally rented out by the owner of the car on the app. So kind of like how Airbnb has like, it's the person's house and they just, you know, take pictures of it and, like, you know, they post it on like the Airbnb. It's the same thing for the car. They take pictures of the car. Some cars have a limit of how many miles you can drive. You can pay, those cars you can pay like additional like $20 to get unlimited mileage, or you can or you can just get a car that already comes with it. I always prefer to get cars that already come with unlimited mileage, just to get the what ifs out the way. So yeah, go on there and get you a car. You'll get you a nice car, I kid you not, for $100 a day. Now, $100 a day, and you're driving a what? Like a Charger, a Scat, a Hellcat, like any car you want is on there. And it's, you don't go through anybody like real, like, you know what I mean? Like, they gonna mess with you. Like, the only thing I will say, at least me personally, every time I've gone on Turo, well, at least the last 2 times me and my people's booked off of Turo, we booked with people who did a contactless key pickup. So that's basically where, like, they send you to a location where, like, they have key boxes, like lock boxes, and then they'll send you the code and you put the code in the box, you get your key. Once you get there, you do like, you like take pictures of the car, make sure everything is as says, you upload it. You have to do this before you leave and right when you get into the car. You take pictures of everything, so if something is messed up, is damaged, they won't charge you afterwards. So you get there, you get your key, you take pictures of the car, the head, like the head, y'all know what I'm talking about, like the head screen and stuff like that. You take pictures of all of that, and then yeah, after you do that, you just get going. Like, when they give you the car will be on a full tank of gas. When you return the car, this is very important because they will charge you. When you return the car, make sure you fill up the tank before you bring it back. But yeah, that's it. Like, it's real cool. I haven't really had any problems. I mean, just make sure when you bring it back, you don't damage the car, of course. Like, as y'all know, don't like damage the car. They will charge you, they will get you. Now, I will say there is an underage fee when you are using Turo. So if you're under the age of 26, they'll add an additional like $70 to $100. No, $25 to $100 depending on the car. If you're getting like a Chevy, it's probably gonna be $25. If you're getting a Benz, it's gonna be like around $80. If you get a G-Wagon, it's gonna be like $120. They're gonna add an underage fee because, you know, per day. They're going to add an underage fee per day. So let's say the Chevy you get is $48 a day. And they do have cars on there for like $20 a day. Like, I kid y'all not, y'all need to go mess with this app. Like, if y'all don't even care about what car y'all driving, y'all just need a car to get to and from, which I highly recommend, because if you're a girl and you're a pretty girl, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get picked up anyways. So if you just want a car to get you to and from places, I highly recommend getting like maybe like a simple cost-effective car. So when they do that, if the car is $48 a day, they'll add the $25 underage fee per day. So then whatever 48 plus 25 is, that's going to be your total cost per day. And then you also have to pay for insurance though on the car. I think insurance like another $100. Regardless, odds are you're going for 3 days. Your total cost for the car is going to be like maybe like around $300 to $200. If you get a more expensive car, it's going to be maybe $500. But regardless, $500 broken between 3 to 4 people, that's not that bad. Going off the fact that whenever y'all want food, whenever y'all want to go somewhere, y'all can just get up and go. This was my biggest concern when going to Miami, my first time not having a car. So we always had a car. Every time I go to Miami, I have a car, because I see like people like around me every time I go to Miami who don't have means of transportation because there are no Ubers available, there are no Lyfts available. So just get that out the way. It's a cool app. It's a very cool app. There is a way to go around getting the underage fee though. If you don't necessarily want the underage fee, the next thing you can do is have your mom or like a cousin or aunt or anyone you really know that's over the age of 26, and if they're if they're cool with you, I mean, as long as they trust you or whatever, trust you're not gonna like mess up anything. And also make sure they have a clean driving record, because if you don't have a clean driving record, they will deny you. Certain cars will deny you. But that's why I say always hit up like an older person who got their stuff together, and take their license. Not take their license, ask them for their license, and use their information. 9 times out of 10, look in like the description. If they say they have a contactless pickup, it works even perfectly, because they're not going to make sure you are the person that booked. You'll just go get your keys, get the car, take the pictures, and be out. And then you won't have to pay the extra $25 to $120 per day for an underage fee. That's what I do, because it just, I pay that if I know someone that can, help me finesse. So that's a big portion of, let me check to see if there's anything else I missed. So I talked about getting the Airbnb 2 months in advance. The tarot, don't stay. Okay, so let's talk about one second. I'm not sick, y'all. But okay, the next thing I think we should talk about, got a lot of good stuff on here. Let's talk about planning. So now let's get into the next segment, when you're actually in Miami. Kinda what you're gonna do when you actually get into Miami. So if you are interested in doing like a yacht, a boat party, a pool party, a karaoke night, download Eventbrite. When you download Eventbrite, put your location as Miami, and then things to do. If you want to be specific, you can get right into the boat parties and the yacht parties, or you want to rent a yacht, go on there, and they have endless places. Like Miami is full of places where you could reach out to people that do stuff like that. But yeah, go on Eventbrite. All the times I've been on yachts and boats and pool parties, like they got some plugs on there. Now I will say, if you are doing a yacht, they'll charge you a down payment of $25 when you book, and when you get there, you'll probably have to pay like an extra $75 to $80. If you are going onto a yacht, make sure you pay attention on Eventbrite to how they move, because some yacht places will have you pay the down payment, and then y'all don't go directly to the y'all won't meet at the dock, basically is what I'm saying. Y'all won't meet at the dock. 9 times out of 10, they'll have y'all meet up at a pickup location. They'll have everyone pay the rest of their fees. After they pay the rest of their fees, a like party bus or like a big truck will take everyone who completed their payment to the boat, because where you dock for a boat party and the beach is not in the same area. Like they have a different part of the beach of Miami for boats and a different part for like activities and where people hang out. So that's very important. So definitely pay attention to your emails. Sometimes they send it an hour before the event starts, 2 hours before, or they email you the location. So you have to be on point when it comes to stuff like that, because you will miss everything and you'll be looking stupid trying to find it like 30 minutes before. Now, with that being said, the next most important thing, and I say this is the next most important thing because Miami is heavy on traffic. It's densely populated. So you need to have your time set accordingly. Like, don't book stuff back to back to back with the hour spacing in between. You need at least 2 to 3 hours in between every event that you do. Most importantly, when you're going to places like for a yacht, start heading out like an hour and a half in advance, because one, Miami traffic, a place will be five miles away and it'll take you 35 minutes to get there because people are constantly trying to show off with their cars. People are reckless. Miami is known for the drugs. Like, people be highly under the influence, whether it's drug, whether it's alcohol. People are driving foreign cars, they get caught up in the mix, and then boom, car accident, you'll see. Like, just going on the straight road for 5 miles, you'll pass like 3 car accidents. So make sure you're on point with traffic. Give yourself some room to be late, to like get gas, like also food, like also I would say always leave 2 hours in advance. If the event starts at 5, y'all need to be leaving at 3:30 just to be on point, so y'all have room. Because my vessel had a incident where like I was going to a yacht party. I was supposed to be going to a yacht party, and my friend was driving. We literally missed the exit that we were supposed to get off on. The place went from being 5 minutes away to being 15 minutes away. 45 minutes away. So it went from 5 to 45 just off of missing one exit. So we ended up just not even going to that yacht because we missed the exit, and we were pushing time. We already were barely gonna make the cutoff time. So it just wasn't meant to be. We still ended up having fun and meeting some cool people that night. People I still talk to this day and still be like plugging me in on events and stuff. But that doesn't matter because that might not happen to you. So just be on point, just be on time. Anyways, so with that being out the way, what else? Like, you can find so many things to do. Like, even if you want to go to clubs, now I will say the clubs that are on there are white people clubs, but don't sleep, because some of the white people funds be fun. Like, or like rooftop parties. I've gone to like some rooftop pool parties off of Eventbrite. Yeah, Eventbrite will plug you in. The only thing is with these places though, the only thing I will say with some of these places, like you just gotta see, like, most of them have Instagrams. Go on their Instagram and see if it's your type of vibe. Because the rooftop party that I went to, it was like real chill, real laid back. It wasn't like the big turn of like ass out, booty out, you twerking. It's real laid back. The food was real good, the drinks was real good, but that's really it. So that's that. The next thing I will say when looking for places, don't be scared to try something new. Like, do like a paint and sip, do something you haven't really done before. I feel like that's like the biggest thing. Like, don't be the type to like, oh I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. No, be open to doing new things, because you never know who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna see, if you're gonna like it or not. But the next thing that I feel like is real important to get out of the way, if you haven't done it while you've been in Miami, is do jet skis. I've done jet skis like 3 times now, so I probably won't do it the next time I go unless the people I go with haven't done it, and I'll do it with them. But do jet skis. Now I will say, if you're doing jet skis and only jet skis, I highly recommend doing a freelance jet ski. Like, you could just do whatever you want with your friends versus doing a jet ski tour. I've done both, and I don't really like jet ski tours. Why don't I like jet ski tours? I don't like jet ski tours because, like, you have to keep up with the group. So if your group is going really fast and you're in the back, like, they're waiting for you, you're taking so long, you're not really gonna enjoy it because you're literally trying to keep up with them. And then you're all 9 times out of 10, all you're gonna be looking at is like big houses that famous people live in. And if you really care, cool, go ahead and watch it. But me, quite frankly, I don't really care. I just want to record myself on jet skis and have fun. So that is more freelance. So do make sure when you look, make sure it's not a jet ski tour. Yeah, don't do a jet ski tour. The next thing when it comes to jet skis that I want to get out the way is, if you are booking jet skis, and when you are booking jet skis, like your jet skis cost under $120, you're not getting jet skis, or it's fake, like, or it's not gonna happen, or expect to spend more money when you get there. 9 times out of 10, if you are doing jet skis in Miami, at Miami Beach, yeah, it's usually around $100 to $160, depending on the time, depending on how many people. I always try and book 2 days in advance, especially if you're going during spring break, because you won't be able to do it the same day or the moment you get there, especially if you're going with a bigger group. That's another reason why going with 3 people is kind of easier, because y'all will all be able to do it at once if y'all do have to do it last minute. Me personally, I've done jet skis in Miami Beach, but it was okay. Like, I personally recommend, okay, hear me out, y'all. I am extra, and this is why I did get a car. Me and my friends, when we went to Miami, it was the group of 3. When we went to Miami, we drove to Key West, Florida. Now hear me out. Key West, Florida has a let me look up what it's called. Actually, they have like a thing. Key West, Florida jet ski. I forget what it's called. Like, y'all bear with me. I don't remember. Let me look, because I know we booked it. Okay, y'all just gonna have to do y'all research on it, because I don't even know. I don't remember no more. But when y'all go to Key West, and they have this, like, you know what, actually I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put it right here about where we went. So I highly recommend, if y'all got time and y'all got a car, I highly recommend going to Key West, Florida. Key West, Florida is about like 2.5 hours from Miami. So what we did is we woke up at like 4:30 in the morning and we drove down there. Go down there, and they have this package. It's $187. I kid y'all not. And it's like a water package. You'll be able to do like their adventure water park, which is like basically in the middle of the ocean. They give you a life vest because your girl can't swim. They give you a life vest, and it's like a water park on floaties. Like, you know how like a bouncy house, like they'll have like bouncy house slides, like a whole shebang. They'll have that there, and they'll also have, so that's the first day they have, and you can pick which time you do what. They have jet skis. It's like a whole package with like 5 things. So they have the adventure water park on water. They have jet skis for 2 hours. They have parasailing. They have a tour on a glass boat. So like you're in a boat and you're looking at the bottom like of the ocean and like all that stuff. What's the other thing? Oh, they have speedboat riding, and they have snorkeling. So that's 6 things that you can book all at one place, y'all. That's what I'm trying to emphasize. All in one place, and you're paying $187. Now, if you remember what I told you last time, I told you that in Miami you'll pay $99 to $160 on jet skis for just 1 hour. And then, so it's like you're spending all that money, but you could be a place 2 hours away, you're doing 6 things for $187. I think it's $190 once they add tax, but it's like, it's a steal. Like, me and my friend, we actually didn't even end up doing everything because we didn't want to go underwater and we didn't really care about the glass boat. So because we both had wigs on, we wasn't trying to get it wet, so we just did jet skis and parasailing. I might add a clip of that. If you haven't seen it, go watch my I'm gonna add my little Miami vlog right there, so y'all can go watch it. But yeah, like, we had a blast. You have to go parasailing. Parasailing is probably the most scared I've been doing a water activity, but I've had the most fun. Y'all remember the Who Killed Sarah thing? The Who Killed Sarah thing, like, scared the living crap out of me, but like, I ain't die. So you know, who killed Sarah for real? Because like, you're safe and you go all the way up. It's so much fun. It's real relaxing. It's gonna be a little scared when you first start going up, but once you're up there, you're up there. It's stuck there. Like, you have so much fun. 10 out of 10. I would do that again before I do jet skis. So if you are debating between parasailing and jet skis, take it from me, jet skis is everywhere. Go parasailing. Yeah, 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10. Like, I had so much fun. So I highly recommend going to Key West, Florida. If y'all got a car, spend a beach day. Like, just have a day dedicated to the beach. Y'all really can stay down at the Key West area, like, for a whole day. Like, if you want, like, stay there for a whole day. It's like they have like their own, I don't know how old you are, but y'all remember the movie, like, Teen Beach Movie, like, with, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about, on Disney Channel. Like, it's like that, like, real surfer, like, that type of, it's a lot of white people, but like, it's still like, you're gonna have fun. Like, I'm gonna be honest, as long as the people you go with, like, if you're going with a big group, like, y'all will cut the fuck up there, like, act the damn fool. It's really fun. They got bars, so like, after y'all are done doing the y'all don't even gotta sleep there. After y'all are done doing jet skis in like the morning or afternoon, y'all could chill there, have dinner there, eat there. They have other excursions, like zip lining and other stuff. So just spend a day, like an outdoor day. Like, I recommend when you're making an itinerary, have like a beach day, an outdoor day, a day in the water. You'll have so much fun there. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely make sure I link that stuff like here, so y'all can go do that. It's a better bang for your buck. Okay, y'all, so now that we have that out the way, the next thing I'll say about doing when you're in Miami, you better use them toes. You got that car and you're running late, use the toes. I'm so sorry, you gotta use them toes. And the only reason why I say use them toes is because regardless, it's not your car, you're not paying it, that's not your problem. And if you're not using toes, you're gonna be spending a lot, when I say a lot of time stuck in traffic. Get in the tow lane and use them toes. Like, you'll drive, like, the people who own your car, they just gonna have to be okay. Like, I'm sorry, like, use them. I use them every time because I'm sorry, it's not my problem. But I just want to emphasize this, like, if you are spending under $100 for a jet ski, you're getting scammed. One, if you do want to take a cheaper route though that you won't get scammed, download Groupon has a whole bunch of good coupons if you want to go, like, if you want to do jet skis. Like, they'll take like $40 off. It is legit. They honor coupons. However, the only thing I will say, the Groupon coupons only work when it's a weekday. So Monday through Friday, those are the only times the coupons will work. If you try to go jet ski riding on a Saturday and you try to bring your Groupon thing, it's not going to work. They're not going to take it, and you're going to have to pay full price. So don't make that be a problem. Another thing with jet skis that I forgot to mention, when you are going to ride jet skis in Miami, in the state of Miami, you have to have a jet ski boater's license if you're going to get on a jet ski. So with that being said, please go on YouTube, either call the people that you're gonna, sorry, I have construction going on in the back, but go on Google and Google Miami boater's license, or call the people that you're going to be getting on the jet skis with. If you go down to Key West, they'll like text you the link. You know what, I'll actually add the link down here for y'all, that y'all can go and like get your boater's license on. So you won't be allowed to get on jet skis. You have to take like a test. You have to put all your information in. You have to take a test. The test is really easy. All the answers are on Quizlet. You'll be straight. You could take it in like 5 to 10 minutes. Just if you don't pass if you don't pass the test, like they're not gonna let you, like they give you a whole certificate. It lasts for about like 12. It lasts 1 year. So if you go to Miami once and you want to go again, you want to get on jet skis again, or you want to get a boat again, it's still valid within that year. Well, 12 months. It doesn't have to be in the same year, but it lasts like 12 to 15 months or something. So I highly recommend do that. I will add that in the link in the description box. So make sure you get all that stuff out the way, because if you get there and y'all book an appointment time and someone in your group doesn't have their boater's license, they will not get on the jet skis, and y'all either have to book another time slot, come back another day, or the people behind you will get pushed in front of you, and that just messes everything up, especially if you're trying to plan stuff accordingly. So I definitely recommend getting that out of the way. What's another thing? For like, just like for a broader look of stuff to do in Miami, TikTok never fails. If you don't know what to do in Miami, my video wasn't that helpful, or you want more exclusive or like video details of what I'm talking about, check TikTok. Things to do in Miami, things to do in South Florida. TikTok will get you right every time. So TikTok never fails. TikTok everything. TikTok places to eat, places to go, what to do. The locals are very much in tune on what's in Miami and like what Miami got going on. So definitely check TikTok. I know y'all are like, clubs, like what's the club's atmosphere, but I'm trying to give y'all everything else like before I get to the clubs, because the clubs is like really important and stuff like that, and I'm gonna get y'all right, don't worry. I'm gonna be real descriptive. What's another thing? Oh, here's another thing that's really fun to do. So they have this karaoke place called sing out karaoke, and they'll get you drunk and put you can either do a private room, or if it's something sing out karaoke, I'm gonna put the real name like here, but I'm gonna just call it sing out karaoke. But they'll get you drunk, they'll put you in a room, or you can do it publicly with like different groups of people, and it's karaoke. That stuff is so much fun. It's so funny. Another thing to do, you can do like sunset paddleboarding. The only thing I will say with paddleboarding, your arms will get tired, like, so that's not a cute place to go on a date with your boo. Like, you gonna be tired, but it's real cute, like if you're gonna take pictures on like a paddleboard off the sunset.
Now I need some new tech. No little word trying to stick me like a toothpick.